when I was growing up, it was much more about how to actually make money, and who are the clients, who are the potential clients, what was the golden role of the designer in that sense, which was to be transparent between the public and the client. And that was before corporations got this big. That was before government scandals and financial institutions taking control of everything. You know, today the governments don't govern anymore. You know, this is who governs is financial, the markets. So in a sense, it's almost like, who are we working for? And the amount of information that we have today, we can connect things. We can understand how China markets connects all the way to the Goldman Sachs stock exchange in New York. You can understand, begs your question, why is the apple much more expensive? The apple which was grown 50 kilometers from this town, today if you go to the supermarket, that apple is much more expensive than the actual orange juice or apple juice that was created in China. You know, so those things makes you wonder, like, what is the sort of system that we created for ourselves, and where this is all heading. There's a beautiful phrase, a Chinese phrase, that relates to climate change for me, that says, if we don't change the course of direction, we're likely to end up where we headed. So it's almost like, you know, it's a sad story of how our society have come to be, but at the same time, here we are alive, we're creative. You know, the world is full of beautiful things as well. So in a sense, I think you have to do what your heart tells you to do. It sounds super cheesy, I guess, but I think it's the truth. You know, it's almost like, how much money can let me rephrase that. It's almost like graphic design are supposed to have the tools to create desire in a society that it's consumer based. And I think it's the power to create desire. It can be tricky, because most of the times the company will be asking you to lie for them, to kind of create desire where there isn't desire, you know. And so I go to a car shop because I want to buy my freedom, and I end up buying a car. You know, it doesn't really relate to the actual world that we're living in. But I think slowly people are starting to understand, you know. And it's, for me, to be honest, in terms of advertising, in terms of design today, it's just a matter of time for the public to realize that we are encouraging people to brainlessly consume in a world in crisis. So people will point at us and ask, why are you asking us to consume, you know? So for me, the role of the designer in the big picture is to shift the foundations of this society through aesthetics and through the creation of desire and creativity in protest, in dissent, in trying to find alternative versions of what we have today.